Group health is a single, and this is not news to anyone. You know, it's the most expensive employee benefit that's out there. It's big challenges for many small businesses, as I mentioned. And the cost availability is and the key issues. And in the city, we're trying to figure out ways to make it more accessible and more affordable so more people can have insurance. And I think the key is we need to, on a national basis, attempt to try to get away from the employer-based health model and try to find ways to have insurance and health insurance provided in a different format. I know it's going to be with the new 8 elections coming nationally, it's going to be a whole lot of programs about trying to get away from the employer-based model. I think, and not even preaching to this, but the city, the U.S. is the only industrialized nation that has this model, and we need to try to find a way to do something different. The NEIC and other states have had the acting incubators almost for different types of health insurance programs, and we have been looking at what they're doing to help their staffs and help their folks, and I think it's been very helpful in us trying to develop some innovative things to provide health coverages for our citizens as well. Small group health insurance is regulated by the states and the District of Columbia, and they have a lot of federal law mandates, and the district has law mandates on things such as mammograms. We have drug abuse and mental health benefit that must be contained in the policies, and other types of mandated benefits. And most states, small business owners, so most states, small business owners have to go and buy the coverage, and they end up getting it from these types of health insurance. They either get an indemnity policy, a health and maintenance organization plan, or preferred provider organization, and all 3 types of companies, all 3 types of plans are regulated by our department. So if you have questions or any concerns about this, please contact us, as well as the point of service plans. And the health savings accounts hasn't been a very, it's a very effective tool, and the federal government established, but in the district we've been finding not a lot of folks have taken the health savings accounts plan process, and and it's pretty much an individual must be covered by a high deductible plan, and you use the savings that you put money into a savings account that's pretty much tax-free, and you use those monies to pay for your incidental type of health costs. And we think that's a great product, but it's not being used as much as we would like to be used in the city. The costs obviously vary by states, and if you have questions about health insurance, you can contact us or the American Health Insurance Plans, and that's their website, and we can provide that website information as well. Factors affecting costs of health insurance are the type of health plan you select, the benefit plan you select, what deductible, what co-payment, a lifetime medical coverage, and whether you're going to get lifetime medical coverage or not, and the maximum out-of-pocket cost that you have. Portion of the premiums borne by the employee, and a lot of times with small businesses, the employee required to pay almost 100% of the cost, and I think that's something that's driving a lot of people into the uninsured roles. The special considerations are, to survey employees to understand their needs. You need to survey your small groups to understand what their health insurance needs are, and you need to compare costs of plans, and the brokers and other types of insurance producers can provide information on that. And you can inquire about the customer service policies and what kind of customer service that the insurance companies can provide to you. And the insurance companies look at the complaint, and you can look at the complaint history of the insurance companies, but they look at the claims history of your employees as well in terms of making and determining what rate that you're going to be charged. And this is contacting us. And you need to educate your employees about what kind of benefits they have on the plan, because a lot of times we get a lot of complaints from employees who say they didn't know that they didn't have this benefit. They contact us, and we find out that the company has decided that this benefit is not going to be provided, and it causes a lot of confusion. All the other special considerations are similar to what we had discussed before. So let's go into group disability. It's just 2 basic types of group disability coverages: small-term and long-term disability. And some of the special considerations dealing with group disability are benefits are generally taxable to the employee, so that's a great benefit. Employees pay premiums, and benefits if they the employee pays the premiums. The benefits are generally tax-free to the employee. An optional approach of providing voluntary employee-paid coverage. And you can deduct premiums from employees' paychecks, which is another great benefit. In terms of group life, that's just a product that a lot of companies provide, but you have to pretty much get from being a small business to more and more of a medium or large business, so we're going to skip over that one. Key person life insurance is very important for small businesses. If you have 1 or 2 key people in your organization, and this one or two key people are the mainstays of the department of your organization or your small business, and one goes by, one something happened to die or something to that effect, the small business dies. And what ends up happening in a lot of cases, people buy this key person life insurance, and the beneficiaries are either the other owner or the other particular participant in the business, or it could be the company itself. And I think this is a great coverage, and it's not very expensive either, and it's a good way to make sure your business sustains itself, and it can be passed on or it can be sold. When they surveyed the small businesses involved in this, 71% of surveys say that they are very dependent on 1 or 2 people, which is the reason why they need it, and only 22 have such coverage.